But let's jump to this story from CBS12.com. NBC reporter's interview with PA Senate candidate John Fetterman draws criticism. So in this interview with NBC, Fetterman, who's running, he's a Democrat in Pennsylvania, he can't actually understand the words that are being said to him because in May he suffered a very serious stroke and it was debilitating and it caused him very serious brain damage. I'm not saying that as a pejorative or to be disrespectful. He literally is suffering from this. Actually. In the interview, let me play it here. I don't care to play her audio. They show in the I think I just passed it actually. So let me see if I can play it. And I'll pull the audio up.
Are you confident going into that debate?
It's going to be.
So they do editing because here you go. There you go. In this image, you can see right here, in order for Fetterman to actually answer the questions, they have a special program that transcribes the words she's saying into written text so he can read it and then answer. This led to a whole bunch of people saying he's clearly not mentally fit to do the job. How is he going to stand on the Senate floor and debate an idea when people are saying, John, you are wrong. Your bill would do X, Y, and Z. And he goes, I can't understand anything. I can hear the words, but my brain can't process it. This is not someone being deaf. A bunch of these woke journalists, Democrats and liberals were like, we don't discriminate against people who can't hear. He can hear. He can hear perfectly. His brain cannot process the audio. That to me is very, very serious. Right. Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. They voted for Joe Biden. Hopefully they learned their lesson. I think a lot of people will have learned the lesson. I think a lot of people won't. But to all these people, I say to you, you voted for Joe Biden, right? You thought, how bad can it really be? How bad can it's better than Trump. When you vote for someone who is cognitively impaired, you get disaster, you get crisis, you get deficits, you get shutting down of Keystone and now gas prices are skyrocketing. And then a weird justification in the media that shutting down and curtailing U.S. energy had nothing to do with the fact that gas is skyrocketing and now $6-7 in California. If you vote in this man, and I feel bad for him. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, a stroke is serious. I feel bad and I wish him the best. But we need people who are physically and mentally capable to do the job. I think they'll vote for him, though.
Well, it's not only that. Outside of politics, if you suffer a serious brain injury, you got to rest. You got to relax. You got to give your brain time to heal correctly. And just by shoving him into the camera, shoving him on stage all the time, that's not good for an individual who suffered a severe injury to his mind. And, if people really did care about this individual, if people really were looking out for his best interest, they would be making sure he healed correctly before putting him up there on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had a brain injury as well. I had a brain injury in 2015. I fell asleep driving and hit an accident response vehicle on the road. Whoa. And I cannot even imagine being put on stage, let alone, having to be a representative for people that are voting me into power and into the United States. Like, I don't remember if he's running for the House, Congress, I forget what he's running for now. But I would never want to be in that situation. It would be unbelievably hellish. It'd be extremely stressful because just coming out of that is already such a challenge. So,
what did you do to recover?
I spent some time with my parents, actually in the UK, funnily enough. But it took me, I would say, you feel like you're recovered after about a year, 2 years, but you really only realize maybe 5 years later that, wow, okay, now I'm fully recovered from my brain injury. So I honestly can't even remember or imagine what he's going through right now. Not to give him quarter or anything like that, but I would never put myself in a situation where I'm being a representative for other people, let alone, being forced to read to respond to everything. That's wild.
Yeah.